The Border Layout Manager allows you to place 4 components around the edge of a window and place 1 component in the middle. It's quite easy to use. This example demonstrates the use of a Border Layout Manager to construct a window with 5 buttons. In this example, there is none of the code necessary to respond to the buttons. This is just an example to show you how they can be laid out in the window. Everything is done inside the Make Panel method. I hope you don't think that the name Make Panel has any special meaning. It's just a name I made up, and I use it in all of the examples just for the sake of consistency. In any of these programs, it could just as well be called Framis, Google, or Do Stuff. Here at the top is a button reference that's used to create all the buttons. We don't have to save it anywhere because with this program we don't care which button gets clicked. We create a panel object and then we create the Border Layout Manager that we want the panel to use. The panel method setLayout is called to insert the new Layout Manager into the panel. This replaces the existing Layout Manager. The old Layout Manager no longer has a home or a purpose, so Java will destroy it and recycle the memory that was allocated to it. These 2 statements create a button object and add it to the panel for display. Now this is a different kind of add method than the one we've been using. With the Flow Layout Manager in the previous examples, we just called add with a component and no other information. That's because the Flow Layout Manager didn't require any sort of constraint information. It just took the components in the order that it got them and lined them up that way. The Border Layout Manager needs to be told where you want to put each component. And it can only hold 5 components. 1 against each edge of the window and 1 in the middle. As you can see, the 4 sides of the window are identified by their compass points. Anyway, running the program looks like this. You can see that the north and south components are used to fill the window completely horizontally, which means the east and west buttons are not able to reach the top or bottom of the window. If you change the size of the window, the buttons are instructed by the Layout Manager to change their size to make everything fit. The Border Layout Manager is actually more useful than it may seem at first because you don't have to fill in all the slots. Look at this. This example is just like the previous one, except there is nothing in the north and south positions. Only 3 buttons are added to the panel. You can do the same thing as this, but vertically by using only north, center, and south. And you can put spaces between the components by inserting vertical and horizontal gaps. These 2 methods specify the size of the gaps. The default is 0, no gaps. In this example, a horizontal space of 10 pixels and a vertical space of 20 pixels will be inserted between the components.